everybody. Scott Golden here with the AEW Rampage review for the 17th of September 2021. In any event, not the best Rampage show. I honestly unimpressed with the show, to be completely honest. Excalibur, Chris Jericho, Taz, and Ricky Starks are in your booth for the day. Excalibur lets us know the Butcher and the Blade are undefeated in tag team action on this year, which is why they're the number one contenders. And of course, Lucha Brothers and Alex Abrahantes are your tag team champions, defeating the Butcher and the Blade with Matt Hardy and Jack Evans to retain the titles at 9:38. There's no way that the Butcher and the Blade should be in a national television production on network, like on cable television. I'm sorry, they're not there. Blade and Phoenix start out, and Blade quickly takes Powder to get to the outside. Butcher gets in there and doesn't take long for everybody to get involved and basically becomes a major smosh. Lucha Brothers hit double kicks on both guys and get near falls on the Butcher with double team splash. Phoenix tries charging attack Butcher, but he catches him. Fireman's carry and drops him headfirst onto Blade's knee. Ouch. Phoenix gets tagged and tags into Penta, who hits sling blades on both opponents. Butcher then drops on the Blade and drops him on the floor. Penta then hits Phoenix, hits stir dives onto his opponents, and Phoenix then comes and hits the top rope, and Penta goes with a large tope over the ropes. Back in the ring, Blade catches Penta with his crossbody, and show goes to picture-in-picture because we don't know how to time match breaks. Back from the break, Penta then catches Butcher with an enziguri, and then Monkey flips Blade into the Butcher. Penta then gets tagged to Phoenix, catches Butcher and Blade with German suplexes, and getting a near fall on the Blade. Penta and Phoenix hit double stomps, package piledriver on the Blade, and then follows up and ends up in the wrong end of Penta's leg kicks. Blade comes back with a spinning power slam for a near fall. Phoenix then gets tagged, but offense is cut off by the Butcher. Meanwhile, the Blade tries to get Penta and grabs him by the mask and pulls him to the middle rope, but Penta is stuck in the corner. Allows Butcher and Blade to double team. Phoenix then manages to hit the Butcher and the Blade and goes into a neckbreaker powerbomb combination, but Penta is ultimately frees himself and takes off his mask. Penta super kicks the Butcher and the Blade and covers his face, and Phoenix rolls up the Blade with a Rana for a pin. Some people say this is a great finish. I think it's goofy. Also think it's completely, it's a match that didn't need to be there. Post-match, members of the Hardy family office run in to attack the Lucha Brothers, but Santana and Ortiz run in to make the save, chasing them away. So Santana and Ortiz eventually will be doing battle with the Hardy goofs, I assume. Maybe Santana and Ortiz actually getting a shot at the tag team title somewhere down the road. That would be good too. Video package with comments from Omega and Bryan Danielson airs. Omega calls Danielson underdog and pointed out that he was unranked and doesn't think Bryan's an underdog story will have a happy ending this time. Danielson's ready to show everyone the real Bryan Danielson, which will be fun for fans and scary for the wrestlers. And quick, minute or two package to hype the match on Wednesday. Don't necessarily agree with it being non-title. Danielson can wrestle circles around Omega or anyone else in that whole elite troop. Anyhow, Adam Cole. Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson would keep my attention. Anna Jay with Tay Conti defeats the Bunny with Penelope Ford, Matt Hardy, and Jack Evans. 4:08 of this match airs. Match starts on the floor, and Jay suplexes Bunny on the floor. Back in the ring, Jay dominates the match, and Bunny goes to the floor to consult with Hardy. Jay then catches the Bunny with a super kick, Bunny sends Jay shoulder first into the ring post, and Bunny sends her into the barricade, and the show goes to another commercial break. Poorly timed breaks, just not looking good here. Back in the ring, the Bunny works over Jay's arm and shoulder. Jay hits a neckbreaker for near fall. Jay is selling the arm quite well, goes for the Queen Slayer sleeper hold, but Bunny counters. Penelope Ford tries to interfere, and Tay Conti attacks her. Jay takes advantage of the distracted Bunny, and away she gets with the win. Post-match, Penelope Ford and the Bunny attacked Anna Jay, and Tay Conti comes in with brass knucks, knocking them out. Clips of Powerhouse Hobbs attacking CM Punk on Wednesday aired. Hobbs and Team Taz make comments about the attack, and Hobbs thinks Punk should stay retired for 7 more years. At least this gets a little bit of heat. Anyway, Tony Schiavone interviews Matt Hardy, who is 0-2 on the night as a manager so far. There's an Orange Cassidy lookalike at ringside. Jack Evans and Hardy attack the fan and drag him into the ring. Hardy gives him a twist of fate, and Evans begins to shave his head, the lookalike's head. Orange Cassidy comes out, clears them off, and runs them away. Does everybody remember when Orange Cassidy was in an angle with Chris Jericho, and now he's in with a deluded, bloated Matt Hardy? Anyway, we move forward to Ruby Soho and Britt Baker doing a face-to-face thing. Schiavone brings Soho and Baker to the ring for the face-to-face confrontation, and Ruby Riott gets some TV time, and he actually jokes about her actually getting TV time. Baker runs down Soho and makes fun of her name change and tattoos. No one knows who Ruby is, but everyone knows who Dr. Baker is. And at this point, things get back. Soho and Baker looks like everyone's about to go at it, and then the girls face off. And there's a comment about Britt Baker having a boyfriend in the back, and Baker comes back. Ruby didn't run away from anything. She got fired. Best thing that ever happened to her, but Baker can't see it because Britt's head is up the tail of Tony Khan's keister. Soho promised to take Britt's belt next Wednesday. Baker takes a swing. Soho with the belt, but Soho ducks and takes Baker down. Soho stands tall with the championship belt. This is an excellent segment, and actually does something called getting people to care about the upcoming match. Mark Henry face-to-face promo between Miro and Fuego del Sol. And then we make official the Jon Moxley, Eddie Kingston versus Masaru Suzuki, Lance Archer for Friday in a Lights Out match. Lucha Brothers and Santana and Ortiz versus Private Party, The Butcher and the Blade. And a match between Penelope Ford and Anna Jay are made official for Friday. Some of these are not great. Anyway, we move to the main event of the program. This is just goofy. TNT champion Miro defeats Fuego del Sol to retain the championship and win Del Sol's car in 8:58. This is just stupid. Del Sol should not be in a situation challenging for championship on a national promotion. Del Sol gets away from Miro early, and this frustrates Miro. Miro drops to the floor, and Del Sol goes for a pescado. Miro catches him. Del Sol gets away, and Miro sends him into the ring post, and then Del Sol catches him with Rana on the floor. Miro tries to send him into the crowd, but the crowd catches him, and Del Sol comes back off the barricade with a crossbody. Miro takes advantage, and show goes to a picture-in-picture commercial break because, again, we don't know how to time things. Why not just take breaks in the middle of promos and come back with people still talking? If there's enough heat and anger, then why would that be a bad thing? Anyway, Miro dominates during picture-in-picture segment. Back from the break, Miro then has Del Sol in a bear hug. Del Sol breaks away from the headbutts. Del Sol eventually catches Miro. on the mat with Enziguri and goes for a springboard. Miro catches him with a Polish hammer. That looked impressive. Miro then goes for DDT. Del Sol slips out, hits Miro with the double stomp and a curve stomp. Del Sol hits a short DDT. Miro blocks it and hits a super kick. Miro nails Del Sol with forearms in the corner and some super kicks, but Miro gets the pin and he takes the car. After the match, Miro gets the keys to the car from the referee. And then Miro stuffs the keys into Del Sol's mouth and puts Del Sol in the game over camel clutch. Sammy Guevara runs out to save Del Sol and chase Miro, who leaves the championship belt behind. Guevara holds up the belt, signaling he wants a shot at Miro and the championship. Not a fan of this. Guevara is too cold to be a challenger, but I guess they could do it. But I know there's people that like him, so hey, it is what it is. We'll be back with SmackDown review right after this.